Hey friends, I'm Josh Funk, the author of books like Lady Pancake and Sir French Toast, and I'm here to welcome you out of wonder and back to school. Summer might have seemed short and sweet, but Saturday will be here right before you know it. Whether your name is Alfie, or Ogilvy, or even Bloop, you'll be spellbound by all of the amazing, strange, but true things you'll learn in school this year, like maybe how to code a sandcastle, or how to hypnotize a tiger, or even how to invent a pet. Whatever it is, you're going to be learning something extraordinary. I'd always recommend that you spend a little time getting lost in the library and imagining what if. And like Capybara, don't forget to always be friends with everyone, because this is a school, and you and me, we're going to have a great year.
Hi everybody, I'm Vicky Fang. I am the author of Friendbots and Layla and the Bots. And I just wanted to say, Happy New School Year! So today I'm going to show you how to draw your very own Friendbots. To draw Blink, you start off with a circle, and then 2 ovals for the eyes. And Blink has big pupils like this. You draw a happy mouth. And the arms, you make an arm and you make a C with a smaller C inside. And on the other side, there's a backwards C with a backwards C inside. Blink has an antenna, so you draw a line with a circle on top. You can make it light up if you want. Doop, doop, doop. And then feet, 2 legs, and Blink has round feet. And then the finishing touches, Blink has a little thing up here, a little semicircle with some dots, and then 2 eyebrows like that. And you can see. And then Block is a square. So you do a lot of similar things. You're going to have 2 oval eyes, and Block has smaller pupils like this. And the mouth. And the arm is like part of a square like that. Part of a square like that. Block's legs are square, feet are square. And Block has a square sensor. And Block's eyebrows are straight. So that is Blink and Block. I hope you have fun drawing them. I hope you make lots of new friends this year and read lots of books. Okay, I have some would you rather answers. Would I rather paint an art project or play the clarinet? I would rather paint an art project for sure. Would I rather go to a big school or a small school? I'd rather go to a small school. I went to lots of small schools growing up. Would you rather go to school with a rip in your shirt or a hole in your shoe? I guess a rip in my shirt. A hole in my shoe sounds really uncomfortable to walk on. Would you rather write or read? I love both. But I guess I like writing. Would you rather have a magic carpet to fly you everywhere or a robot? I'm the author of Friendbots and Layla and the Bots and Alphabot, so I'd have to say robot. Would you rather have donuts or candy? I love donuts, they're my favorite, so definitely donuts. Would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? I would rather fly, that sounds awesome. Would you rather eat a whole jar of mayonnaise or drink a bottle of hot sauce? Oh, this is so gross. I guess the hot sauce? Would you rather be really fast or really strong? Ooh, that's tough. Really fast. Would you rather have a car that can fly or go underwater? I would rather have a car that goes underwater. I would love to see all the sea creatures. Okay, I think that's it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jaime Berry and I'm the author of 2 books. My new book is called Heart Finds and it is about 11-year-old Mabel, and we meet her just before she's about to start middle school. And one of the things she really struggles with throughout the whole book is fitting in. She has one friendship, her best friend, and that friendship's falling apart and she's desperately trying to hang on to it. And if I could give Mabel one piece of advice, it's the same advice I would give all of you, and it sounds really simple, and it is just be yourself. I know you hear it all the time and it's on t-shirts and coffee mugs, and I think it sounds easy, but in real life it's hard and a little scary to be yourself and risk people not liking you, but I think it's essential. And one of the reasons I think it's so important is because one true friend can make all the difference in the world. And to make a true friend, I think you really have to be your true self. And so that's it. That's my advice. Just be yourself. And I hope you all have a great school year, full of lots of good times and lots of good true friends. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Hey there, I'm Jennifer Jowett. I'm the author of Into the Shadows, a historical fiction middle grade novel, and I am in the process of moving, so my bookshelf is almost entirely empty with the exception of a few books that I've been reading over the summer. I'm also a teacher, so I know how hard it is to go back into the school year, so I wanted to wish everyone a great return to the school year with a bit of a would you rather. So the first comes from a book called The House Swap, which is coming out next year. Would you rather worry that your parents don't listen to you? Or from Thirst, wonder if the water mafia boss will come after you? From The Fort, would you rather discover a trap door in the middle of the woods? Or from The Aquanaut, try to help an aquanaut made of sea creatures? From Violets Are Blue, would you rather try to figure out why your mom keeps disappearing? Or from Into the Shadows, worry about children being stolen by enemy armies. I hope you have an excellent school year.
My name is Taryn Souders, and I'm the author of a few books, but the one I want to focus on today is Coop Knows the Scoop, which is a small town southern murder mystery. So if you like mysteries, I totally recommend reading this one. And the fun thing about this is just like you guys are starting back to school, so are the main characters of this book. Only before school can start, a skeleton is discovered buried underneath an old, rusted, dilapidated slide at the playground. So if you like mysteries and you're curious, okay, who is this skeleton? How did they get there? Why did they get there? And who killed them? I totally recommend that you read Coop Knows the Scoop. But maybe reading isn't your thing. I hope this year it really does become exciting for you. Every year we learn something new, something different. And I hope that this is the year for you. Also, they said that we could share an embarrassing story about when school started. I don't have anything that's like horribly embarrassing, but I do have certain memories that have just stuck with me. And one of them was when I was about to start 4th grade. We had just moved from Texas up to Ohio. And at this point, I had always gone to a private school, so I never had the chance to ride a bus. Our parents had to pick us up and drop us off, that sort of thing. So this is my first year to be able to ride a school bus. And as odd as it might sound, I was really excited to be able to do that. And I remember the day that the bus pulled up to our house, stopped right at the end of our driveway. Back when I was a kid, our school was small enough that the school bus actually went to everyone's house and picked them up and dropped them off. You didn't have these designated bus stops, which is really cool that you could get dropped off right at your house. But anyway, it pulls right up to our house. And my brother and my sister walk around the front of the bus to get on. We had to cross the street. So they crossed the street, walked around the front, and climbed on. I remember thinking, well, it's so dangerous to walk in front of the bus. I'm going to walk behind the bus. So I walked behind the bus all the way around and climbed on. And as soon as I climbed on, the bus driver totally berated me in front of everyone about how I should never walk behind a bus. And I just felt that big I was so embarrassed because it was my first day. I was in a new school. I was in a new state. I had never been on a bus before, and I had been so excited about it. And apparently I got on the wrong way. So that's just one of those things that has stuck with me. Again, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to destroy my life, but it definitely made a dent in my day. I hope you guys have a wonderful school year this year, and I look forward to hopefully visiting with you, maybe even in person. See you later.
Hey everybody, my name is Gillian McDunn and I am a children's book author, and I wanted to record a message to say happy back to school to everybody coming back to the classroom this year. I know it's a really exciting time of year. It can also be a time to feel a little bit nervous, so I wanted to share a little bit from one of my books. It's a quote from Honestly Elliott, and it says, "Never underestimate the power of one person believing in you." And in the book, when Elliot says that, he's talking about his favorite teacher, Ms. Choi. But I guess I just wanted to remind everybody that you all have the power to believe in each other. And there are people who are going to be believing in you. It could be your teacher, or it could be family, or it could be the classmates that are there with you. But if you can do that, and if you can believe in each other and feel that people believe in you, I think that you're going to have the best year ever. I hope it is a really good one. Bye.
So this is a wild poinsettia, and I love to look at the way that this poinsettia, even though it's the end of summer, is beginning to have the colors of the holidays. Hello legit KidLit viewers, I'm Jo Hackl, and I'm the author of Smack Dab in the Middle of Maybe, which is set almost entirely outdoors. And today we're going to talk about a back to school activity that you can do to help you harness the power of nature to relax, recharge, and get ready for the school year. So for this activity, all you need is something to write on and something to write with. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be last year's notebook. And then you go outside to your favorite place. It could be a park, it could be your backyard, it could be any place that's outdoors. And then you pay attention to things that you experience with your senses. What you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. And I hope that you can hear behind me the wind through the trees, bristling all the leaves. And I can smell on the wind a little bit of gardenia. We have some gardenia blooming in the distance. And then not far away, there's some roses. So just kind of tune in, let yourself relax, see what your senses are experiencing, and then write down what it is that you're seeing, and you may want to draw it. So let's go explore a bit around and see what we can find. I've got a rose that's blooming, and I hope you can take a sniff or imagine the sniff from where you are, because it smells heavenly. This is my favorite part about being outdoors. You can see a butterfly enjoying sipping nectar. Actually, now there's two butterflies from the zinnias. And what I love about watching the butterflies is looking at even the flowers that are slightly imperfect, that have lost all their petals, the butterflies still come and find nectar. So I'll give you a quick tour around parts of it. So this is an area where this flower, the birds have actually come and eaten some of the seeds. So even when almost everything is gone, there's always something to enjoy. So, let's see if we can see the little butterfly lighting on the limbs, lighting on the leaves. And then I'm going to go out in the woods. So this is one of my favorite paths to go out in the woods. There's lots of native and non-natives to see. Here we have some rosebud, redbud, and some beauty berries. Some folks call this French mulberry. And if you listen, you can hear in the woods squirrels. And they're exploring and gathering nuts for the winter. And you can see some of the nuts on the ground. Then if we leave the path and explore, we can find all sorts of things to look at. I hope you can hear the bird call. And you can see, I live in the south, so you can see some wild scuppernong. Some dead trees that are providing a home to some fungus and a food for insects. You can see young hickory nut trees, wild blueberries. And let's just be still for a moment and let's see what we can hear. You can hear the birds calling to one another. And then I love to look at the treetops, see if I can find any squirrel nests. So once you've been out in a natural area for a while, for a few minutes, you might want to then go back to your nature journal. So then go back and find a place to sit down and write about what you've just seen, heard, and experienced with your other senses while you're out in nature, and write about it and draw about it. And then draw a big circle around whatever has brought you joy that day. And I challenge you to keep a list every day of something that brings you joy. And for those of you who follow me on social media, you know I do a joy scavenger hunt 6 days a week. And when I'm feeling in a bad mood, I just pull out my my journal, look at the things that have made me happy that week, and it invariably changes my mood and puts a smile on my face. So my hope is that it does that for you. So wishing you a wonderful, wonderful school year.